Michael.
Oh, we're here.
Oh, my gosh.
It's Mitch and Mike's voiceover journey, and Mitch just had a little bit of a heart attack. That's all right. I think he's going to survive.
He snapped us into this episode. I don't.
Yeah. Well, we like to jar occasionally and surprise people. And surprise, surprise, we have a guest today, and his name is Antonio Bustos.
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah.
Good start, Mike.
Yeah, I know. We were just like, do
boy.
you prefer Tony or Antonio? No, call me Antonio. Okay,
me
Antonio.
Antonio, yes.
No. Yeah.
Perfect.
The big tuna.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be one of those kind of interviews.
Yeah,
Will we
we're
gaslight you
footloose
the
and
whole
fancy
time?
free.
Are you
Yeah,
ready?
yeah.
No.
For an
I'm
hour. Yeah.
So, Antonio, let's
That's just
all right.
going to be the joke.
Well,
All right.
thanks. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, Antonio. Appreciate you coming on. Got to know Antonio a little bit at One Voice here in Dallas a couple months ago. He's good friends with Mike Cunningham and some of those other folks that we've had on the show before. So
Mike's like my older brother.
yeah.
Yeah?
Well, you're part of the you're part of the Mike Droppers, right? The Tim Powers
Mike
group.
Dropper. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he is a
Elite
Tim
group.
Powers disciple.
So I before we get into your background, I just want to know, do these disciples, are you like wearing robes? Are you washing feet? Like, is it that kind of disciple of...
Yeah, dark robes, tiki torches.
No, wait.
That kind of disciple.
No, wait. Okay.
Grass skirts.
Glad we figured that out. But for real, Mike has a true question for you, a truest of true question. Go, Mike.
I have a true. I thought you. I don't know where I was.
Yeah.
I just had a glitch in the matrix right here. Sorry. So yeah, Antonio. Again, I mean, it was good to get to know you a little bit better at One Voice. We supped together. We had a couple of good meals out there. Had some good barbecue.
Absolutely. Man, that was some incredible barbecue. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Well, hey, we do barbecue in Texas. We
You're
do
not
it
the
up
first
right.
person
You know
who
what
said
that place
that.
was called? It was like the feed bag or
The feed bag. Yeah, it was like the feed store.
the feed
I think it
store,
was.
that's what
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, Sean Scott was like, okay, we got to try this. His wife had heard about it, and we all went, and nobody had been there before, even us local Texans, and we were like, yeah, that's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it was really good. I couldn't decide on the burger or some brisket, so I got both.
Well, yeah,
Smart.
you and Cunningham both were like, I don't know, so we'll get 2 meals.
One of each.
And I'm just like, couldn't believe it.
Well, you gotta take back some to the hotel for later.
Yeah, for
I don't think it
later.
did, to be honest with you.
I was going to say, I don't think
think it did.
anything made it out of that restaurant. I think everything was eaten.
Wow, you guys. Congrats. And I'm old now. I can't do that.
Well, yeah, I had to watch myself. But yeah, no, it was a good time, and we had great fun hanging out with Tim himself and with Mike Cunningham and Taylor Shea and just a bunch of other people. I think Jackie joined us on that one, and
Yes, she did.
we had Michelle Monzo with us and Sean, and so we had a good time. Yeah, we're gonna have Michelle and Taylor on the show in a few weeks. So.
Yeah.
Man, I booked up from One Voice.
Sounds like you did. Holy
We got filled up for the rest of the year. Ooh, it's awesome.
Good.
But today we got you, man.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm done talking about other people. We
Yeah.
want to hear about you.
Like,
so
so I was about to get us there, Mike. I'm like, where are we headed with this?
shut up,
Let's
Mike.
talk
We're
about
talking
everybody
about
you
personal
met.
stuff.
Yeah, okay.
hey, we're having a moment here.
That's true.
Antonio.
I don't get to have a moment.
Yeah, well, we will at VOA. So, but yeah, so Antonio, we want to hear more about you. We want our listeners to know who Antonio Bustos is and how you got to where you are today. And so, just take us on that little journey of realization that voiceover was the world for you.
Gotcha. Boy, I like to refer to myself as a COVID baby, right? Meaning like, a lot of us lost our jobs during COVID, me included. And then like, I'm just kind of sitting around like, well, I got all this free time in my hands. What am I gonna do? And, then I started getting inundated with, with voiceover ads from Such a Voice.
Yeah.
This was like what, 2020, something like that.
They amped their marketing up for sure around that time.
I'm sure right around that time.
Yeah, and you know, I'd always been told that, you know, because I've worked in customer service, and then, you know, I've always been told that, oh, you've got such a great voice. You know, I hear it, you know, all the time. And well, the thing about voice actors, like, all of them got great voices, right? So, but you know, at the time I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should do something with that. And so yeah, I signed up for, you know, what was like 6 weeks of courses, and got the gear and everything, set up my booth, and then just went ham with it, I guess. That's where I met Tim Powers, and you know, I established with him, you know, that I was worth the damn. So
Yeah.
Right.
He doesn't take people on who aren't.
no, he doesn't, and you know, that's the real cool thing about him, is that the people who are, you know, who've got the talent and got the skills, he wants to help mentor them and help them make something of themselves in the space. So you know, and that's what I really needed, I think. I don't know if you guys can relate, but boy, you know, I've quit a lot of things in my life.
Yeah.
And you know, this voiceover, this is kind of like my line in the sand. You know, this far, no further. So I've been doing it for about 4 years now, I guess, 4 or 5 years. And yeah, and slowly but surely, I'm working my way up to something. So
There you go.
I have to say, you're the only other person I've heard say that. I quit a lot of things in my life, and I'm the other. I've quit so many things. Like, that should be its own job, is finding things to quit after I found out they're difficult, or, you know, someone tells me that, yeah, it's going to take a lot of time or something. It's like, no shit, dude. Everything worth doing takes effort. Why did it take me that long to figure that out?
figure that out, yeah.
But
No, for sure.
so you didn't do any acting before that? Like, what is baby Antonio doing?
Well, okay, so like, you know, my mom, she used to put me in, like, because it was like popular in the 80s and early 90s, put their kids in like beauty pageants, and I won one, like, I think because like I'm originally from like the Tulsa area, and then like I won the Prince Tulsa Award, you know, for being, I guess, the best looking kid.
No
Beautiful baby.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah. Why don't you go by Prince Tulsa?
Yeah, what
You
the
know,
I mean,
heck?
that-
You know what? Maybe I should.
That's a great stage name.
Yeah.
I really should.
That'll bring
You
the
know,
confidence out.
The artist.
There you go.
The artist formerly known as Prince.
Prince Tulsa.
There you go.
You need your own symbol.
Hey, it's PT. What up? You know. That kind of,
Oh my gosh. We've done this for you.
yeah, it
There you
writes
go.
itself.
You're welcome. That's all I can say is you're welcome.
Appreciate that.
All right,
So-
so you did some pageants,
You
but
were-
then
you
there's a
did all
long
that.
gap between baby pageants
Oh,
and
then-
COVID.
Well, like that is true. So like I don't know, like my grandma always like kind of like insisted like I do like arts related stuff. You know, like singing in the church. And eventually, when I was old enough to be in drama class, you know, or you know, take drama, and you know, get into acting. The first time when I really started taking acting seriously was actually it started in high school. Like, in order to be eligible to audition for Bye Bye Birdie, I had to go with the debate team for their 4A and compete in their 4A monologues. And I went up there and I won as first place in that competition. So that felt really good.
That seems like an odd pairing.
It is,
Debate
really is. I
team
think
and drama and musical theater.
Right.
yeah, it was like
I mean, I
like
guess-
like an acting monologue, right? So,
Okay.
yeah, so like I did Major Payne, that one, the part in that movie where he's telling the story about the little engine that could. I don't know if you guys remember that movie from the 90s.
I've actually never
I
seen
don't
it.
remember. I remember
Perfect.
vaguely the movie, but I don't remember that particular scene.
Yeah, so like
I know Damon Wayans was hilarious in it,
Yeah, absolutely.
but it's been a hot minute.
It really has. But yeah, I did that, and yeah, and that won us the competition. Apparently, in another room, because like my drama teacher and like some of the other students from drama class were in there, and the guy had done the same monologue as me, and they're like, you do this way better than this other guy.
Oh,
so
shoot.
Thank you for gassing me up, Teach. That's awesome.
Turns out the whole time you've just been doing things better than the other kids.
Yeah, I mean that's what it feels like, right? And
Yeah,
then,
just winning beauty contests and debate monologues.
And then I went on to do the actual audition for Bye Bye Birdie, and I got the role of Conrad Birdie in the musical.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Got to be sincere.
Gotta be sincere, baby.
Yeah.
Honestly sincere.
Honestly sincere.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my wife's favorite movies.
Mine
How about
too.
Birdie?
Like it's
From
it's
the
up there for
50s.
musicals, yeah.
Right? 50s? Early 60s?
That's
I don't know.
early 60s, yeah.
Yeah.
Early 60s.
About the 50s?
Well, it's about it's like a
Teen
parody
culture.
of-
And
yeah, it's a parody of Elvis Presley going to the army. Basically.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Man.
Conrad Birdie is the Elvis character.
Mhm.
The big shot music artist that comes to a small town
And he just wrecks the
because some
place.
girl won a contest or something like
Okay.
that. And
Right, exactly, and
Yeah.
then like he ends up like just totally at a bombing. I remember there's this scene right after the song "Honestly Sincere" ends, and the camera is like backing up, and you could just see like devastation, like people are just laying on the ground all over.
yeah, because all the girls are going,
Yeah,
ah!
they're all fainting.
Yeah.
What the-
Even the
yeah.
guys were
Even the
fainting.
Maybe I
Yeah.
should watch this.
It's pretty funny.
It's fun. Yeah.
It's a good
I've
time.
watched it a couple times with my wife because it's her absolute favorite. A couple times is enough, but it is fun. It is a fun watch.
That's how I feel about Dirty Dancing. I'm like, this is gonna suck. That's a good movie, by the
It
way,
is.
you guys. Great acting, interesting.
Nobody puts
plot.
baby in a corner.
That too.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Dirty
What?
Dancing, right up there with Ghost for me, I think.
Okay. Swayze fan. All right. So you are
I mean,
following in
Swayze.
Swayze's footsteps?
Roadhouse?
Yeah.
Come on.
Roadhouse.
Another
Oh,
great
yeah.
film.
He just hit another guy. All right.
So, as with all of us, we've been knocked off course. In the sense of you stopped acting at some point, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I did. Probably like, I'd say after I got done with school. Yeah.
Real life hit.
Yeah, life hit. And
Life
life
hits
has
you.
a tendency to weigh us all
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be in the movies, so that ends the career. Yeah.
It's like I
Right.
gotta
The
focus on
creative
paying
career.
bills and rent
Right.
and all
Yeah.
that, yeah.
So there's a little something I know about you. I think I know about you. You're a writer, correct?
That is true. Yeah, I am.
Were you writing this whole time? Were you still working that muscle out, or?
Absolutely, I've been working that muscle since since I was in high school. Absolutely, and I never stopped that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think good writing goes along with good acting, or it helps.
Helps a lot.
Yeah, so being able to put yourself, how should I say, to be able to write honestly about an imagined scenario, which is a lot like acting. Yeah, I think that's the key.
So we're going to get to the current project because I know we really want to hone in on that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there are other things that's not the only thing you've worked on in your adult life. So what are some of the things that you worked on that just you wrote and they're there and only you know about them that you want to let us know about, or what are some of the things that actually have gotten some traction and that you've done some things with? Just kind of take us through your creative catalog.
Boy, most of the stuff that I write, I keep close to my chest. Except there's a couple things. So, like, what it's like 2009, I was part of this stupid message board where we would write these ridiculous zombie stories, right?
Ooh.
And, and then, it kind of disappeared, one company bought out Easy Board and became Yuku. Then after that, I lost track, and then I was like, all that stuff is gone, just gone, poof, out in the ether. And then here recently, in the last year, my buddy's like, hey, check this out, and he sends me this link, and it's back to the message board, all that stuff that was there, it's right there. So I guess you put it out on the internet, it never goes away.
Yeah.
That's what they say, right?
Yep. for good, for better or for worse.
Better for worse, correct. And yeah, so like a lot of my writings are out there. I looked at, I was like, boy, this is not very good stuff.
A lot of writers say that. Like they
Yeah,
look
yeah,
back at their old stuff and go, "Ooh,
I bet there's
yeah.
something raw and interesting about what you're writing. I go back and read that stuff and I go, it's very elementary, literally. Like some of it sounds like I'm still in elementary school, but there's some undercurrent of feeling there that I was trying to put across that like I can still feel, and I'm sure someone else who could read it. Do you still feel that about your old writing where it's like I know what I was going through then, even if it's fiction?
Yeah, I might. Yeah, there's like probably like a couple of characters that I wrote that had probably had something to do with what I was going through back then. I think, yeah, I can comfortably say that. Yeah.
Are these characters people know about, or and you can tell us about, or are these secret only you characters?
They're actually, I think there are certain aspects of me, right? Yeah, just certain aspects of me, really. You know how we all got our personas that we put on in public. I think that's kind of where I started with them. You know.
kind of the way you wanted to be,
Yeah, maybe.
your ideal version of you."
Yeah, the ideal version of me, and maybe, maybe parts of me that I wasn't particularly proud of.
So kind of both ends of the spectrum.
Right, absolutely, yeah. And maybe like characters that I'd seen before or read about, and I'm like, what'd be a real cool spin on this character is if, maybe he has like some more subcontext, like he lost his wife, or
There you go.
his life was shit, and now he's got the opportunity to turn things around, even though he's 45.
Fun.
That
Mike.
kind of stuff.
Yeah. I should write a superhero with Tourette syndrome. Be like, there we go, Tourette Man.
That's so funny you say that. I was in a session with Larry Oblander and Taylor Shea last night or the night before, and we made up this character called Detective Schizo, and he's all like, I was like, "Damn it, Schizo, you need a partner. I need you to stop taking your medication." Like kind of.
That's pretty funny. I imagine the Tourette superhero you'd have to amp that up a little bit to where the tick
Well,
is
yeah,
like
I'd have
karate
to
chopping cars in half or something.
Yeah, it'd have to be more than what I deal with on a day-to-day basis. It would be definite. Like instead of me accidentally elbowing someone's phone out of their hand, it would be a karate chop that would cut someone's head off.
Well, that kind of
Most
Tourette's.
definitely, the accidental superhero.
When you say Tourette's, I'm thinking about a character that swoops in, saves a kid from a burning building, sets him down, and just like screams profanities at his face and then flies off.
A different
Well, fun
version.
fact: that's only about 7% of us with Tourette have that, and I forget what it's called,
Is
but
there
it's a
special?
specific, it's a special thing
Yeah,
that
there are
only
there's
certain
different
people
types
have.
of ticks.
Yeah.
I have basically like when I think I'm by myself, like I'll blurt something out occasionally.
I think that's a little different.
Yeah. I think we all do that. Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
I did that today when I couldn't get the CarPlay to work
Well,
in my
that's
car.
reassuring.
So
But all right, so let's go ahead and move into that then. The Antonio, right now, he was talking about Larry. We talked about Taylor. We've talked about Mike Cunningham, and there's a lot of people that Antonio has known and is involved with because Antonio is the writer creator of a new audio drama called Terra Alpha that right now is in a Kickstarter campaign to generate some funds to try to help pay for the engineering, the acting, all the things that go into making a giant production like this. And I know it's something that's been near and dear to your heart. And knowing people like Larry and Mike for a long time before I got to meet you, I knew this was a thing. And so it's cool to see that it's finally, seeing some of the videos that you're posting of the cast on YouTube and on social media and stuff. And I just watched the one Sarah Pilyaw's little Kickstarter video that she put out there today. So, or maybe you put out or whatever. So it's cool to see for you knowing that this has been in the work. But so why don't you kind of take us through the story of Terra Alpha, how it started, where you came up with the idea, and all of this, because this is a huge production. It feels like, I mean, this is really, you're pulling out all the stops to make this thing something good. So
Yeah, absolutely. So, I always wanted, so like this started as like a tabletop RPG kind of game. I had this idea of like running a like a role play game where people are aboard a spaceship going somewhere, and they're supposed to be asleep, but then they wake up early, and then they got to survive each other and the elements of space to get where they're going. And so I was kind of looking around the internet, and I found this campaign setting called Shadows over Soul, and they had a little adventure module called Siren's Call, and in that's exactly what kind of sort of already happens. So I didn't have to do much legwork. They already
Goodness.
had the ship, and then like some like important characters in it, and but the game starts like after like they've made it and crash landed on there. But I wanted to do something that was like on the way to where they're going. But so like I came up with a campaign, and we did what came up with what I call a mini campaign. Excuse me. And we ran through it. Took us maybe like 15 or 20 sessions, something like that.
Nice and quick.
Yeah, well, nice and quick, like something that has a beginning. Middle,
yeah,
and
15, 20 sessions with a bunch of adults trying to schedule, that could be a year's worth.
Yeah, right.
That could take a year and a half.
Yeah, I think because like my group is very punctual. Like we always get together on Fridays. So it's so I've been extremely lucky in that regard.
Yeah.
Having a group that we rarely have to skip a session. Maybe every 3 or 4 months do we have to. So that's a pretty good ratio. But yeah, so I set it all up, kind of explained, what I was trying to accomplish here. I didn't tell them. All I told them was that they're going, they're colonists aboard a ship and they're going somewhere, right? And then
Were you using a particular system?
Yeah. Again, that's Shadows over Soul, I think.
The Shadows over Soul system?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's boy, oh gosh, what is the specific name? They're gonna kill me. It's made by Tab Creations, and boy, I'm drawing a blank on what the actual system itself is called, but within the setting, jeez, but that's okay.
Yeah. We'll add it in post.
Yeah, well, and I'm sure when people listen to it,
They're screaming at it right now. It's this.
Yeah.
You idiot! Yeah.
Yes, I know. So this is, I didn't know. Oh man, I love learning on the podcast in front of people. So I thought this was all written like a regular audio drama. This is more of a playthrough where are you the DM, so to speak?
Yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so you've written parts where things are happening, and then most of it's improv by the actors then.
Yeah, so no, none of the people that played my game, only one of them was a voice actor, but I never told them like, because I didn't know if it was going to be any good. You know what I mean? Everyone made their own characters, and boy, and it just sort of unfolded into this and something pretty amazing. Like the characters were great. When the situations cropped up, how they reacted, how the players reacted to it in their characters, it was fantastic. And then by the time we reached the end of it, I knew that we had something on our hands here.
So you just recorded it for posterity, and then you're like, oh crap, we have all these awesome recordings, let's go. Or how'd that come about?
Oh yeah, like we naturally record our D&D sessions and things anyway. So this was just an extension of that. I made notes, for every session we were in, and then I've just been using that pretty much as my guide to what kind of happens per episode. Of course, things got to be cleaned up a little bit, to make everything make sense.
So this is kind of Critical Role type of thing where you had an RPG, you played through an RPG, you took notes, you had a story that unfolded in the RPG, but now you're taking that and you've created an audio drama out of what came out of the RPG.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good way
Okay.
to describe it. Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That
And
is
that's where you recruited Larry and Mike and Taylor and all of those folks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So like, once I had, once we finished up, I started working on, a plan to make this all come together. So, I'm a very strong proponent of if you don't plan, you plan to fail. And so I came up with, basically a timeline and a playbook, if you will, on, what I need to do to get this going. And I've been sticking to it, and it's been working out so far. And then I got to the point where I wrote like half of the story, and I decided, okay, now's the time to start getting the voice actors and the sound people, everything together, and then slowly but surely it's just been came together, and we're going to be releasing our what do they call it, our prologue episode at the end of this month.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm going to link this
Yeah.
for dummies like me because my mind finally clicked into place. Okay. You had a game. It existed. You're like, this is freaking cool. And then, not the people who are in the game, now voice actors are coming together. They all have rings, one ring to rule them all. And then, oh, maybe not. And then, now, this is its own separate thing where they're acting out all this stuff that came from this game you played.
Yeah, more or less, I guess. Yeah, so like, none of my friends, they're none of them are voice actors.
Right, I thought that you just said that and they are now because they're in Terra Alpha.
Oh,
but no,
no.
I get it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't connect that dot. I think that's
No,
what
no.
messed me up. Okay,
No.
so if anyone's out there who's kind of stupid like I am, you also get it now. Enjoy
I got it
understanding
right off, dude.
No,
I
you got it
know
right
it
away
now.
because you're not, you have
I
your
also
whole-
know a little bit more about Terra Alpha just because of talking to Larry and other people. But so, correct me if I'm wrong then, because you alluded to it earlier when you were talking about the game system. Are you doing this like in conjunction with? Did you get permission from the creators of the RPG to create this?
100%. I'll tell you a little story on
Wow.
that.
Awesome.
So what happened is that, so like right after we got done, and I was realizing, I'm like, hey, this could be something great. I contacted them, explained who I was, what I wanted to do, and then at first, they rebuffed me, and they're like, no, that's something we wouldn't be interested in, authorizing right now.
Wow.
So I was a little bit disheartened by that, and but I didn't let it stop me. So I just because I was looking at the story, I was all like, I really don't need their blessing because I can just change certain things around, and suddenly it's not Shadows over the Soul.
Just because it takes in space doesn't mean it's their system.
Right, exactly. So like I just kept on working at it, and then I knew that part of the success of this would be to get them on board, right? So about a year later, I retried, and Matt's my go-to guy up there over at Tab Creations. They're based out of I believe Manhattan, Kansas, and I contacted him again and showed him my first my prologue episode script and everything. Explained that, hey, this is what I'm trying to accomplish with this. You guys are having a fundraiser come up around the time that I want to start up one, and peanut butter, meat, and jelly. If we do well, that's gonna do well for you as well. And they liked it. Matt really appreciated that I reached out again. He was very impressed with that, and we had a meeting with those guys. Me and Kat Jade, she's my right hand woman on this.
Also, former guest Kat Jade.
Yes. Cat's great.
I'm a huge fan of hers. and we had a Zoom meeting with them, and all those guys. There's like 3 or 4 of them, and watching them on camera, they were all sitting in recliners, drinking beers, and like in a basement somewhere. I was all like, these guys know.
These are your people.
These are my people. Yeah. They're just a bunch of nerds, who are, trying to make something, with what they love to do.
So this is still an active system. This is still.
Yeah,
This isn't like some old system you found somewhere. This
No,
this
no.
is kind of a recent game.
Yeah, and you can go to tabcreations.com right now and should be able to pick up I think they're either still working on or I think their blog posts will kind of confirm it. But they've got a second ed of that system that they can use with the games, and
we can link that with this.
Absolutely.
Right. So
yeah.
we can link that.
Yeah.
We can put as many links in.
Yeah, we have that ability. We have creative license to do whatever the heck we
Control
want
C
when we
or
promote this
something.
show and the people on it.
It feels good, don't it? It feels good when you're
Yeah.
like that.
It is kind
So
of
yeah,
interesting.
you better believe that when we post this to the streamers and we post this to YouTube, we're going to be linking to the Terra Alpha. We're going to be linking to AntonioBustos.com or whatever your website is, and we'll link to Tab.
Yeah.
Sure, get us that link, and we'll put that on there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this Terra Alpha 1 or whatever. This is done. You have this all created, ready for launch.
I've got. We just finished. Matter of fact, we just finished most of recording of episode 4.
Okay.
I'm releasing it in volumes. I'm trying to do like 4 episodes a piece. But with this first volume, episode 0 is going to be a bonus that everyone can have access
Ooh,
to.
juicy.
So,
I actually love that people do that, by the way, because you get this you always want some random backstory of some character you like, and it's like, oh, now we get it. You kidding me?
Yeah, and with something like this, like you want a really long runway too, because we're because we've got a huge cast of characters in this, and there's no like main characters, like a huge ensemble, right? So we need to take that extra time to so the audience understands who these characters are and what they're all about. And we get to see them kind of like become who they're meant to be as the weight of everything around them is pressing upon them.
Man.
Yeah, they got to have their arcs, their character arcs.
And-
Absolutely.
Okay.
So now, do you have a finite? You have the playbook, right? Is there an end, or is it kind of open ended where if this takes off, you can do multiple seasons and?
If this first season, as it were, does have an end to it. Now, if this turns out to be something popular that people like and love, then I am definitely open to making a second season with them. Perhaps actually making it to where they go, wherever to the planet Siren, where they're heading.
Okay. So you may be the first person I've talked to, other than our friend Jason Beard now, who has tried to crowdfund something like this. Can you give us a little background into what that's like, the pros, cons, fun, and not so much fun into doing that? And it is Kickstarter, correct?
Yeah, it is Kickstarter.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
yeah.
And we'll link to the Kickstarter as well, because I know that's going to be going on for a couple months, right?
I know how to
this
do
one, ours is actually going on for 30 days.
Okay.
Yeah, I found that in my research, anything that's about 60 days or longer tends not to get funded. And I've Tab Creations, they've been, Matt up there has been really helpful in like mentoring me and like, hey, you need to do this, this, and this.
Wow.
To be successful. Those guys have I did the math. It was like a 95% success rate every time they fundraise.
Whoa.
And they've done like 30 or more fundraisers, something like that. They've done a lot. Early success is really important up front. Like in the first day, you want a lot of people donating, and the majority of people who have donated right now was within the first 4 days, and we're on day 7 tomorrow, I think. So, I'm also, in addition to the Kickstarter, I'm also contacting sponsors. Matter of fact, I had a meeting. Kat and I had a meeting with one of our potential sponsors, and we hope we get them. The guy that I talked to, he's actually a mission. He actually works at Mission Control in Houston.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's
That's crazy.
and he's like attached to the Artemis program. I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but it's our new moon mission. So,
Wow.
yeah, so like it'd be really nice to have him on board.
Yeah,
That's
endorsed
insane.
by an actual astronaut or
A NASA,
NASA. Yeah.
That's
yeah, that's
so cool. So it's easy. What you're saying is creating a Kickstarter has been you've had a lot of help and easy peasy, just everyone should try sort of thing.
boy. I wish it were that easy. I wish it were that. I make it sound easy. I understand that.
I see what you were doing there, Mitch.
I do that. I do
you
that
almost got him.
I do that sometimes.
I spent a lot of time, writing out emails. I spent a lot of time, creating like graphics and then planning out what the Kickstarter is going to say. Planning out the like our, I guess, like social media campaign and what like I got to research who I should be contacting for sponsorship, like
All the
make
fun
some-
stuff that we VOs love to do.
Yeah.
yeah. I have a really good I think a really strong ability to see like the big picture.
Okay.
So I'm a big picture thinker. So I like having all these moving parts in this complicated machine spinning. Yeah, and like it's managing the actors and their schedules. And then I pick. This audio drama might have like some episodes might have only 8 scenes, and another one will have 12. And then I spend the time myself and go through all the dialogue, pick out the best takes, and arrange them, and then send them over to the engineer. And then he and I will get together for so I can give him audio direction and be like, I want this to happen at this time when this person walks up, and then I'm very.
Who do you have engineering it? Just out of curiosity, if it's
that
someone I know.
I call him my little brother, but that's Tomas Castillo.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and he really wants to be like a video game sort of sound engineer and whatever. He wants to be, but like he gets.
That's gonna be a springboard.
Yeah, absolutely. He does mostly audio dramas right now, but he and I we've known each other since I first started, and we're really good friends. We our little side gig is making demos for voice actors. Whether it's commercial, video game, whatever. We can do it all. So this is kind of a way to like get us out there. Maybe like people will know who we are and
Yeah.
work with us on projects and maybe get their demo reel done if you're a voice actor, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool little side hustle because you're also just creating. I mean,
Yeah.
you're doing the thing you even though he wants to be in video games. I feel audio drama has all that juicy stuff to it that maybe just not the paycheck, but the audio dramas I've heard that they have just as juicy of a
It's a
Audio.
growing medium.
Yeah.
It's really people are really starting to take to these audio dramas, and
People are tuning out from like traditional entertainment. Like by that I mean like streaming and whatever's on the TV and stuff like that, and that's allowing for a resurgence of audio dramas. And it's just they're just becoming more and more popular. And so now's the time to for voice actors, and if you're an engineer, director, whatever, maybe it's time to get into them. So
and even making them out of old books or new books. I love when they audio dramatize a book that I listened to 1984. It's like this is so much cooler. You get to hear everybody.
Yeah.
It's not just one dude reading and like you can tell like got tired in the middle or whatever. Not
Yeah.
saying all audiobook readers are like that, but some of them got sleepy. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, and I've
So
heard there's a couple projects I'm aware of that are like, I can't remember what the books are, but where it is like that. It's rather than have one person read through, they have a cast that are acting out the book, including the narration and everything. And so
Yeah.
it's kind of
When
cool the
they
way
do
that's
that,
going.
when they do that, I got a problem with calling it an audiobook. At that point, it's not just an audiobook.
Yeah, well, and I think they're calling it something different. I feel like, audiobook has that one person reading it kind of, connotation. And so it might be a audio dramatization, or I don't know, something
traumatized
that
audiobook.
implies that it
Yeah.
is a book and yet we're acting it out. I don't know what the term is. We'll come up with something. Why don't we
Fully
just come up with
cast.
something ourselves?
I want to say
Yeah,
this, like
fully
I said,
cast
fully cast
audiobook.
audiobook or something like
Yeah,
that. We'll
Something like
figure it out for the listener. Or they'll figure it out
sure.
while they're going to stop right now. Stop right now.
We'll add it in post.
Pause and find that out for yourself.
Yeah. All
um,
right. So, what about personally? I mean, you have obviously this has taken up a lot of your time, but I know that you're still out there in the VO world, and you're still trying to do
absolutely.
make your way with your voice. So, what are some of the things that you've been up to?
Well, let's see here. Well, currently, I'm doing. I'm providing a voiceover for. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Space Battleship Yamato. There's Typhoon Media. This guy who's like an animator writer. He kind of made his own like continuation of like the series, and so I am the chief engineer on that ship, and I actually get my lines in for him, as a matter of fact.
Well, after we're done recording,
Yeah,
get on that.
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Bud, not right now.
Yes, we still have at least 20 minutes.
But yeah, that's a lot of fun because I'm just a huge fan of the space opera kind of genre. So I mean, if that's not evident, right?
Right.
Yes, but and let's see. So there's that. I just got cast in by the Sonic Society to be Emperor Zur from an audio dramatization of The Last Starfighter. So
All right.
get to be this over the top villain. Who's kind
That
of
sounds amazing.
That's not fun at all.
Yeah.
who's kind of a child. He's very childish, and so it's a lot of fun. So I'm really excited about that. Probably right now, the most thing I'm most proud of is that I finally got into Crunchyroll.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's nice to say I'm a Crunchyroll voice actor.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
And so
And I hear over there they just go, "We need you. Come in."
it was kind of like that. It was very strange. Like I got done with the paperwork, and then I didn't hear anything for about 2 weeks. Then all of a sudden, boom! Yeah, we need you on this day at this time. Confirm, please.
Wow.
Yeah, and I set it up to where they actually contact my agent, and then my agent contacts me because I wanted to make sure my agent got little, we'll throw her a little bone, for being my agent. I guess is kind of how I looked at it.
There you go.
And so, I get paid through the agency.
Okay.
Whenever voice or whenever Crunchyroll hires me.
So pretty soon you're going to be too busy to do anything other than go to conventions.
Well, I'm also writing a book with a friend. Her and I have been working on this one book for the last 6 months, and boy, we've adapted a certain story that I'd written previously, and we're making something out of it together. Sorry, I digress.
Not really. That's progress.
No, that's a lot.
Yeah. Where do you find the time? I have to ask
Yeah.
people.
Do you
are
have a
doing-
day job,
Yeah.
or is
Do
this
you have
you just a
day?
full-time
Well,
creative?
as of like as of Sunday, I didn't have a day job.
So now you have plenty of time.
Now I've had plenty of time, so I can like fire all the weapons, fire everything.
Yeah.
Which is good and bad, but
Yeah.
it's
Kind of an
given me a
aggressive
lot
way
of
to
time.
say it.
Exciting and scary at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I wish I could make voice acting full time, but boy, that's rough. I'm sure you guys know how rough that is, really. getting to that kind of point. Commercial wise, because you guys know that character work is not how you pay the bills.
Right.
Even as much as I love character work, that's just how it is. And my commercial game is pretty strong. I got shortlisted for a Marco's Pizza.
Yeah, I get those ones coming through. They're pretty fun.
Yeah, I got beat out by some other guy. I don't know who it was. But,
Sorry, man.
Yeah, was that you, Mitch?
No. That would be hilarious. That would be so funny.
That'd be hilarious. Yeah, my agent said that they specifically requested me from the agency to audition for that. But yeah, the other guy beat me out. So whatever. But that tells me I'm pretty close to the mark there. It's just a matter of time.
Right.
So
keep plugging.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're just a voice actor and you only have time for voice acting, how do you have time to write and create audio dramas and
write a book?
Yeah, right. You're yeah. You've got so many tools in your belt that need to stay sharp too.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do all that. I wouldn't have no time to doom scroll.
We feel bad for you, Mike.
Well, first of all, I don't participate in doom scrolling at all.
Heck yeah.
Except for if I am doom scrolling, I'm looking for my voice actor friends, and then I'm just liking whatever they're doing. Yes, sir, that's great. Oh, great job, Terry Briscoe. Oh, you got another commercial. Excellent.
Yeah, good job, Terry Briscoe. Doggone you,
Terry Briscoe.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim Frank.
I'm so proud of you.
Great job, Jim Frank. And then
Yeah.
I did that.
You signed with Coast to Coast, did you? Oh, fantastic.
I did that to Terry one day. I was like, dude, I heard one of your commercials, and I sent it over to him. He's like, yeah, that's not me. That's somebody else. I had never heard anyone else who sounded like Terry until that day. So,
I heard
doppelganger.
a YouTube commercial. I was listening to music on YouTube, and then it came on and he sounded exactly like Terry freaking Briscoe.
Was it about dogs or something?
I can't remember. This was a couple years ago.
Okay, never mind.
But I knew, I was convinced that was Terry's voice, and then I had to call him up. I called him on his phone. It was like, "Is this you?"
Well, you got to call him. That's cool. Whoa.
So he's getting that from multiple angles. I'm sure he's thrilled. Everyone calling him up. Dude, I heard your case. It wasn't me.
It's
it wasn't me.
Guy.
We gotta remember when we do.
He's over there like Shaggy. Wasn't me.
And be like, you gotta take a look at this, man.
Well, all of us want to be heard in the wild, as I say, and I think other people have said that. It's a dream for all three of us, I'm sure, and I'm just ready for someone to text me and go, I heard it.
Heard you.
I heard that thing.
Was that you? Yes, it was. Wouldn't that be great?
But I feel like there is a way for people to hear us right now. And I'm really I was really hoping to ask you guys something.
What was that? What would that be, Mitch?
Can we act yet?
I think it's time.
Yes.
Antonio, would you like to act with us?
If I must.
Yes. Yes, we told you that was the condition for coming on. That's no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You like to be goofy. We like to be goofy. Let's be goofy.
Let's be
Here
goofy,
we go.
everybody.
Okay.
Woo-wee.
P.U.
This one's going to stink.
Oh, this smells so good.
Oh, whoa, dude.
Wow. Antonio's gotten a little too into it.
This is interesting. This has changed things.
It has definitely raised the stakes.
All right. The People versus the Poopy Bandit. 3 jurors sit around a table covered in crime scene photos, empty coffee cups, and one suspiciously brown-stained manila folder. All right, let's stay focused, people. This is a serious case. We got arson, assault, public defecation, strategic public defecation.
Can we not say strategic? He left his underwear on a flaming scooter. That's not strategy. That's gastrointestinal terrorism.
But poetic, don't you think? Like a stinky Batman. He punishes the wicked, then he leaves a pair of Fruit of Looms as a warning.
All right, Let's review the facts. He stopped a bank robbery, tied up 3 robbers using jump ropes stolen from a nearby daycare. Then
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Then he perched on the vault like a gargoyle, dropped his drawers, and left a pair of soiled tighty-whities on the crime scene. DNA confirmed it was his.
That's dedication. That's branding. Listen, you think Spider-Man trademarked his webbing? This guy trademarked his colon.
I can't keep doing this. I can still smell the exhibits. I mean, who submits underwear as evidence? Who folds them in a Ziploc bag like they're souvenirs?
Because they are souvenirs of justice.
Exactly. He gets it. The Poopy Bandit doesn't just fight crime, he marks it. He's like a skunk of vengeance.
He clogged a courthouse toilet with a warning note that said, "Flush your sins." That's not justice. That's a plumbing emergency.
He's guilty. No vigilante gets to drop deuces of judgment. No.
Hey, he's a hero. A hero with the irritable bowels.
I just want to go home. I don't care anymore. I just don't care.
All right. All in favor of guilty?
Yeah.
I abstain. I want to see what he leaves next.
Ew.
No! The case of the Poopy Bandit.
I'm going to go on record saying that I walked out of the room for 2 seconds and they came up with this idea. I don't know what the heck's happening with you guys, but it got funny and weird.
Got funny and weird. That's how we like it. All right, Antonio, ChatGPT roulette. What's your verdict?
That was a lot of fun. We should do it again sometime.
All right.
It can
We
happen.
will. We'll take you up on it.
Yeah, just call me, man.
Yeah. We do it off the air.
Next time we'll just have you write it, and it'll probably
go.
be a slightly...
Yeah, I'll just be
maybe
add one
way-
more thing to your plate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Write
I
us.
can see you like to keep me busy.
Yeah.
it's 2-minute script, man. What does that take?
All right. Well, Antonio, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate you being on and telling us your story and telling us all about Terra Alpha. Be on the lookout for it, our listeners. I mean, probably half of our listeners are in it. Let's be real. And the Kickstarter campaign is out there now. So if you care, go and support it. We'll include all the links at the bottom here, and hopefully, I think, because this will post in a couple weeks, so hopefully there'll be at least another week or so of the campaign.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Cool.
Get an extra push.
Yeah, baby.
What I want to do with you now is say goodbye as awkwardly as possible. So
As we do.
It was really nice meeting you, and I can't wait to give you a big hug when I see you. And, and
He's a huggable guy.
And you hang up.
Yeah.
No, you hang up.
No,
you hang up.
No, you hang up.
You both hang up.
Hang up.
All right, then. Bye, guys.
Bye.